putting my brain into action. Let's keep it simple. I'm gonna just use the 5 supplies that I told you about. That way I don't go over to my bag of tricks and then you think I really cannot paint with just the 5 items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got it? Okay, here we go. Water, you need water too. Now, this is your first time painting somebody, maybe not. And you just don't know, and you say, oh, the watercolors have a mind of their own. Well, they do. Watercolors follow water, okay? Super basic. If there's no water, you got a problem because the watercolors are not going to work, all right? I'm just going to give me an area that, like, I feel like there could be something happening. I'm going wet on dry. I didn't pre-wet my paper. We're not going to fall apart since I didn't. Now remember, I am touching the middle of my paper and where it's still wet, so the water is following, the water paints are following where the water goes. That's okay. So that yellow might get a little bit lost. It's all right. I am most relaxed when I'm doing something like this. Now remember, 30 seconds before we started painting, oops, I pre-wet those watercolors. Why did I do that? I pre-wet, oh, whoops, I went into the orange. I pre-wet the watercolors so they would be nice and juicy and ready to flow. Biggest mistake most people make with watercolors is they forget to kind of pre-wet them and get them all ready to move, all right? And I know watercolors can be a little intimidating. I love when people tell me I can't control where they go. Well, that's kind of true, but you do have more control than you think. And also, I always laugh because I think to myself, I feel like a lot of us women feel like we are in control of everything when we're literally in control of nothing. I am in a prior, I still have it, OCD participant in life where everything has to be perfect, but I'm letting that go. Diana says, I'm new here. Okay, Diana, all we've done is taken some yellow, yellow, yellow. Then we took red, orange, and pink. That's it. Welcome. Welcome. That's it. Anything I've done so far that you feel like you can't do, I would like you to stop me now and let me know. I think we could all do this because you know why I know we can all do this? Because I know kindergartners who could do this. There was nothing, there were no brush strokes, there was no overthinking, there was just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Okay? I'm in let it go mode. Now, I'm going to let this dry for just a moment. Let's talk about what's going on. Let's see, what do I have to talk about? I got my hair done. I ate my dinner by a fire pit. I have not solved world peace today, but I'm working on it. That's really all I have. Okay. I really want this to dry a little bit. So guess what I'm going to use? Oh no, this is another tool. It's a heat gun. Now, why am I actually don't need to use this. I don't need to. Let's prove why I don't need to. Now, I'm going to take my little swatch thing. This is how you swatch your watercolors. Mine get quite dirty, but I know what colors are there. So if you want to make a new color, you just bring it over here. You wet it up. Here's a new color I would like. Okay. I just wanted a lighter green. So you can mix these. That's what these reservoirs are for right here. That's what that's for. You know, people always ask, do you only paint flowers? No, I paint tons of stuff. You just saw but I save that. I save the good stuff. Love the pink on your glass. Oh, thank you. It matches. This one says, I run on coffee, wine, and cuss words. I actually don't run on caffeine or coffee because I don't drink it. And somebody gifted this. I won't acknowledge the part about the cuss words. Maybe a little bit. All right. On occasion. Because I love when my mom calls me Tracy Ann. It just makes me happy. Okay. So now I'm going to come in here and I'm going to pre-wet this. Or I didn't pre-wet it. I just started painting. Not everything has to be, you know, just do. If anything I've done is intimidating you, let me know. But basically, we're just coloring as if we don't care. Oh, how did I solve my water problem? Do you want to know? While this is drying, Elizabeth, I'll take my camera and we'll do show and tell. I will show you. Okay, you don't have to get everything. Just let it go. Of course, as I'm saying that, I do everything. All right, here is how I solved. Let me move this camera. This is me thinking, okay? I'm going to move this other camera so that I can use it for show and tell. I'll show you guys my studio. You'll have to ignore my slippers and stuff. Okay, so other camera. Here it goes. So other camera. Ready? Oh, sorry, that might get... Just ignore the mess I have going. See that thing right there? That's a dehumidifier. Guess what that takes out of the air? Humidity and water. I'm not still working in California. Oh, I'm still working from California? No, I'm in North Carolina. Okay, those are my slippers that I wear back and forth. My studio is, I'll show you. Is there anything? Okay, it's a little messy, but you can see. So bucket number right, bucket number right. Bucket on the right, clean. Bucket on the left has Dawn dish soap, dirty. That reservoir goes into there, gets dumped, okay? I let it dry on the bottom. I dump the paint. So there you go. Okay, problem solved. I don't need water out here. You want to see my studio? Here's my studio. Roll up door. I wish I could show you this corner, but I don't think I'm going to. Okay, I don't know how far that's getting. I can't see. All right, shipping, my vacuum. I've been working on my vacuum. These are all the supplies that you order. Yes, the shelves are empty. I'm working on that. Laser in the corner, paints, shipping department. Okay, this is where you guys are, I guess I can show you the backs of, this is where all the magic happens. Yes, the moving company broke my thing. I'm fixing it. Don't worry. Lighting, computer. This is going to be all cabinetry one day when the money tree finally gives in. Those will all go in there. Paint. Oh, you love the rug. That's my rug. That's my rug. Okay, that is a tour of the studio. Is there a name on the website for the set of watercolors? The Classics. I can give you the link. Anne could probably give you the link as well. Yeah, and if you order, I'll ship right away because I have about 50 sets of them. So there you go. That is my studio. All right. Yeah, I now don't have to go in for water, and water was just falling out, and it's distilled water when it comes out of a humidifier. So I am making great idea in recycling. It's so amazing. Anyway. Okay, heat gun. I got to speed this up so you don't. Yes, I do have the classic set, and I will just jump over on my website. What I'm making. Time to play. Uh-oh. I don't know why this giant screen. There we go. That's what I need. Something reset today. I'll give you a link to my website. It should help. I'll give you a link to the shop, but I'll look up the Prima watercolors so you can see that I do have more than just one. I'm not sold on the fact that I only used one set of watercolors. I have many that I use, just so you know. But I happen to like the transportability of these watercolors, and I like that I can take them with all the good stuff. So if you're wondering why, there you go. Oh, you like the tour. Okay. I'm just having a really good time. Oh, I don't know where I gave that link. Hopefully I gave it in. Oh, well, now I realize I can give it in post to 2 destinations. Well, hopefully that works. Okay. Okay, I did see it. Okay. The set I'm using is called the Classics. Let's get back to painting. Is it dry? Is it dry? Is it dry? I'm so impatient. So, all right, Chrissy is going to get some fun in this. I actually enjoy sharing how I'm storing things because I'm the queen of cheapness. I would say frugality. I don't want to waste money on storage. I'd rather waste money on things that are going to color my world. Okay. So now we have the ultra fine Sharpie. I'm using a dual one. You could use one that is just looks like this. No, that doesn't look like that. Ba-ba-bum. It looks like this. I'm going very no frills. Uh-oh. Thank you, Anne. By the way, let's thank Anne. She is my community ambassador, my right hand, Anne, and she works for me and pretty much everybody in your artful journey. So thank you, Anne, for being here. All right, now you might be wondering, what kind of scribbly mess and why is she not using a pencil? Oh, why don't I use a pencil? Don't get me started. I don't use a pencil, so just don't get me there. Okay? Now, here's the other middle. No, you know what? Let's just cut that guy off. It's a little bit there. It's a little bit sunshine. It's a little bit rock and roll. Now, why am I so relaxed? Anne just loves you. Always happy to be with you. Ditto, Anne. If you guys don't have an Anne in your life, just find one. She's amazing. Okay. So flowers is not all I paint, but I like the imperfection and I like that you can just have fun with them. Okay, and I'm just going to continue. So if you don't understand exactly where your watercolors, just let them tell you where to paint. Oh, wine and painting. Yeah, I should say wine could be your 6th tool, but some people don't drink, and I respect that. Yeah, your Artful Journey member, we do love Anne. Sometimes I have to remind Anne, working hours, working days, she doesn't understand those. Oh, tequila and painting, that's a whole different Tracy. Yeah, tequila Tracy, no. That was when I was 19. And that girl, no fun. Now, what about the where you went out of the lines? Oh my God, we do not have any lines. That's why we painted it this way. Now, do I sometimes draw first? Absolutely. Do I still go out of the lines? Absolutely. Okay. Now, let's draw a little leaf and another little leaf. Okay. It's got a couple of leaves happening. All the leaves are green, the leaves are green. By the way, I did the best fall landscape the other day. I was so thrilled about it. It just made my heart sing. I'm going to do a couple more because those sold. Anne, did you see that? She just said, "What is a clock?" She's gonna have demerits. She's not gonna be employee of the month. All right. It is fun to be out of the line. So here's the other thing. Now we have all of this space. These are leaves, leaf, leaf, leaf. Okay. Now I have, remember that deep, beautiful green? Let's just go back in and let's paint here. So if you're international, Anne works international hours as well. I think she's on UK time, Australian time. I have to like tell her. Yeah. Anne and I fell into each other's world, and it's an amazing thing. Okay. Is this coming together for you? It's coming together for me. Okay. Now dry off your. Oh, I keep wetting this dang thing down, so I have to keep drying it off. Otherwise, we'll be here all night watching paint dry, which is another nice critique I get. Sometimes watching you is like watching paint dry. That's one of my favorites. I only got that once, and I literally had to hold myself back because my love language is sarcasm. I had to hold myself back from saying, "You are watching paint dry," because it's part of the process. I don't have a magic oven, but I didn't say anything. I wanted to. So I put Anne on them. Whew. Using a heat gun and being in menopause is just it's and drinking a glass, like even a sip of wine, is like actually putting me in spontaneous combustion. Is watercolor just watercolor? Is there a brand that's best? Oh, I could answer this question all day long, Diana. Um, whatever you can afford. That's the answer. Get asked this a lot. In fact, I was recently contacted by another watercolor company. I'm not going to say name any names, but here's the thing: buy what you can afford. If what you can afford is Crayola, by the way, use Crayola. I could go get the set of Crayolas. I just can't find them. They're packed up. That's what I taught for a million years. Um, Work your way up. Artists, you get what you pay for. Now, listen, I'm going to be like, I think Holbein makes great watercolors. Daniel Smith makes great watercolors. Can everybody afford those? It's really dependent on your budget. I use Prima watercolors. I think affordability wise, also the amount of pigment is fantastic. They're portable. Now, somebody told me they don't like to have 17 different sets, so they prefer something much larger. This is Sennelier. So this is like, you know, I took this in the house the other day because I needed more colors. My sets are well worn. Not Paul Rubens. I mean, but I always say get what you can afford and live in that space and then work your way up. Now, if you have enough money to buy the highest end things, I would say, you know, Daniel Smith, Holbein, those are wonderful, Winsor Newton, but I like to stay in a budget friendly space. Will it blow dryer work? Oh, absolutely. Blow dryer will work fantastic. I like a heat gun because it's also like used for embossing. And I do recommend you just be careful with a heat gun. Keep it moving, keep it off the surface of your paper because you could cause a fire. How would I know that? Because I was teaching a class and lit a canvas on fire. Okay, yes. But I love to have a variety. I love that I can get in bed at night and take the painter's tape, a small set of watercolors, a Sharpie, and my book and one brush and I'm good. I feel like that was a lot of like, you know, information salad that I just spit out in one sentence. No, we're going to keep going. Yeah, but I love, okay, yeah, people are giving paints, more paints. Yeah. Anne's giving you the link to my that's just to my website, but she can give you the link. I am not a snob about anything. I'm just trying to think if I am a snob about something. Like I wonder if there's one thing. Oh, I know. I like Triscuits, not woven wheats. Don't ever try to tell me a woven wheat is the same as a Triscuit. Also, I like craft singles. I do not like the store brand singles. Velveeta and cheese. Sorry. Okay, now let's carry on because eventually I have to be done with this in 15 minutes. That's the other thing. People tell me all the time, I don't have time to create. Well, I think you have time to go get coffee and you have time to check your social media for 18 hours and go down the TikTok hole and you know, and then you go, "Oh, but I was looking for creativity there." Why don't you start here? I understand though, because actually I would say to you too, I don't want you to stop perusing my website. So you could go to my website. Pat says I like craft singles and Heinz ketchup. Yeah, that other watery stuff is no good. Also, I don't want something that's called steak sauce. I want it to be called A1. My girlfriends and I had this debate about woven wheats one time, and I was like, nope, it has to be a Triscuit. I Now I'm just continuing to scribble here. Like, just I know I should never tell people not to peruse my Instagram and my Facebook. That just seems. Oh, by the way, if anybody is not following Tracy Weinzaffel Studios and you get an invite to do it, could you please hit like or follow? In fact, can you just like and follow? Because today, my social media, I work with somebody and she texted me and she's like, you are at 39,999 people. So I'm just going to go in and invite the world. Very competitive with myself. Okay. So with just some basic art supplies, we can we can create some fun here. Now I'm creating this journal for somebody because she purchased it or she's gonna purchase it or maybe she's left the country because she doesn't want to buy it now. Um, but hopefully that's not the case. So I'm going to add some more stuff as I go along because I already feel the need. And you already know, you can see what I'm doing. I'm just adding layers of color. So I'm going to go in and add. Oh, I'm following, but for some reason it won't let me find you unless you post live videos coming in. Oh, well, that's weird. I don't know how that stuff works. I lied and I said it was only going to use the 5 supplies, but then I'm making a project for somebody. So I'm going to zhuzh it up a little bit because that's how I roll. Was that carbon black? Black acrylic paint. I just can't help myself. Oh, and I got it all over my hands. You had to know I was just going to, my favorite liner brushes are the Microns, which I'm going to restock, but I have many of them in stock. I have paint all over my hands. Okay. Oh, Annette likes the pink flower. Me too. I'm just going to go in now, and I'm going to add, I'm just going to zhuzh it. We're just going to zhuzh. I have 40,000 followers. Really? That means a lot to me. You know how long that has been? A long time. Thank you, Anne, for looking. It was so funny. I got that message today. We competitive around here. Yay! Thank you for like and following. I should be saying that anyway every week, but I don't. I figure if you like or want to follow me, you just do it. Oh my God, dude, the marching band just came out. 40,000 people. Thank you. Do you guys know how hard it is to do this? It's not like, now, see, I'm just adding a little bit of, I like to add a little bit of flow. So glad I purchased it. I absolutely love it. Okay, now I better not mess this up. See, now she likes it now, but she might not like it if I keep going. Under pressure. 40,000, you guys. Thank you. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I'm getting lots of hearts too. Somebody asked me the other day, why don't I put the stars on so that I make money? I don't know. I I just want to paint. You just shared? That's even better. You guys, I am not gonna get off air until we hit 41,000 followers. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have a marathon. I'm kidding. I I am kidding. I am not doing that. I, please, more followers. I've been here. I'm dying. I'm absolutely kidding. I can't even tell you how long it took me to get. I just know that 39,000 to the 40,000 mark, it was killing us. So we're gonna have like a, what do you call it? A share-a-thon, a like-a-thon. I actually would enjoy all the painting though. Now that I think about that, that's kind of not a bad idea. I love it, you guys. If you guys share it, this is actually great. I mean, what you're watching is free. I'm not getting paid to sit here. I mean, I am. Okay, now back to my Sharpie because now we're just gonna dot, dot, dot. Shirley says, is this your new time? Yeah, I think so, Shirley. We're settling in about 6:30. I'm able to finish work. I'm able to eat dinner like a normal human being. I don't have to like run all over the place. I'm still continuing to doing free stuff. Like I went and painted pumpkins last week live. Somebody told me the other day, I would watch you do anything live. I was like, I don't think so. But that would be fun. I mean, so I think we're adjusting around this time, 6:30 p.m. And we are going live in your artful journey. Is that this Friday? I'm really off a week. I have to go to Texas next week for work. And I'm taking my mother, who's probably at home right now, diligently packing her bag, whereas I'll be packing at 5 o'clock for a 7 a.m. flight. But Mom, I love you if you're watching the next day. This is the Micron liner, extra long 5/0, extra long detail. It's not in there. I'm placing a big Dynasty brush order. They want to do some brush packs with me, so I'm approving the artwork is what I'm doing. The other brush was just a number 6 watercolor brush. Okay. Hopefully that helps you. Now we're going to take some watercolor, and I wet this down. Okay, Friday is morning meditation. I knew that is for your Artful Journey members only, and I love it. It's my favorite. We're going to do some fall landscapes for cards, and oh, whoops, I didn't cover that, but that's okay. I get sick of making dots, so I just splatter the hell out of it. Cheryl, if you would like information on your artful journey, we can get it for you. The reason I did not do another $10 challenge because of my move, so I'm kind of just told my team, we are doing one in January, and it's going to be the biggest one I've ever done in my life. I have already working on the content. So Cheryl, if you want some information on your artful journey, contact Anne at support@yourartfuljourney.com. That would be Anne. No, it's support. Actually, it's Anne at yourartfuljourney.com or support@yourartfuljourney.com. Okay. Okay. Love me some splatters. Me too. I don't know how much more this needs. I kind of proved to you tonight, you only need like 5 basic supplies and then the 10 others that I added at the end that you're not. No, I don't ever, somebody asked me to, do I ever get off air? When I'm done, 7:24, do I ever get off air and add anything? No, I do not. I photograph it. I download the video. I do a jig. No. I do not ever add. It is in the form that it is in is how it's. I don't want to add something and then somebody get it and go, wow, she really changed this. No, I don't do it. Now I will tell you that on the average, oops, if I see something or like, no, I don't ever change anything. I just don't. You know why I don't? Because who you see is what you get. This is it. And I think it would be unfair to like say, here's my secret ingredients, and then I get off air and add 75 more secret ingredients. That is not going to let you accomplish the same goal that I was just encouraging you to do with me on your own. Join your artful journey. No, you're going to get deep dives. Oh, she wants my signature and some hearts. You're going to get those, girl. So I just want to be clear about that. I think it's very unfair if I see somebody, I go, wait a minute. You can't fool me. I didn't see you do that. Okay, she wants some hearts. Well, of course, I have to give her hearts. My nosy's itching, and I probably have paint all over it because I have paint on my hands. Oh, I think the paper's burning. My signature is a Pyro Red Heart. Pyro Red Hearts, not just one. I usually do a few. Sometimes I do 5. It's my favorite number. And today is no different. You know, this to me is like the all-time best way that I can personally escape, get a break from life. I have a lot going on, as many of us do. So I am not saying I am the only person with stuff going on. Ooh, that's a big heart. Okay. But this to me, especially doing it with you guys. Oh, shoot. Well, it's going there because 1, 2, 3, 4. I need a 5th one. It has to be an odd number, but 5's my favorite number, but sometimes I only do 3. Okay, that's perfecto. Listen, she had a request. I'm going to put this away. I will send an email for the journal. Now, do I wipe all my watercolors off? No, I just put those aside. I put those aside so they dry. I don't want to close everything up, put it in my bag or anything like that. So I just, you can't really tell, but I do let them dry. Push the water away. I carefully remove the tape at a 45-degree angle. There she goes. Love this very much. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed painting this for you. And hopefully, if you're just joining me for the first time, you had no idea who I was. I didn't drive you nuts. Oh, Holly said I should have bought this one. Well, I know I love this one too. So I got to say, oh, look at how nice that tape, whoa, comes off. Okay, heating that tape up really does work. Now, what if you just totally missed everything I did? Oh, you love this. Okay, what if you just totally missed for the past whatever and you did not see what I did? You can go to my website, TracyWeinsAppleStudios.com, and I do list all of my supplies, and there are tutorials. I'm just going to push my stuff aside. See, I just put it aside. I'm not going to touch the painting. Here's the paint. Oh, I got to sign it. What are you going to do? You're going to let me leave without signing it? Chrissy, always sign your artwork. Every original piece of artwork I sell is signed and stamped because when I drop dead, I want you all to know that's probably going to be worth millions or a million pennies. 1,000 pennies? A few pennies. Okay, so maybe I have to pay you to take it. Okay. Do I have paint on my face? Okay, I don't. It is 7:29. Class is dismissed. I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Yes, if you go to the website, Tracy Wines Apple Studios, along the top, there's a menu that says free tutorials. If you don't feel like you're inspired and you don't want to go down the TikTok hole, then go to my website, find something, paint it, share with me that you painted it, you were inspired. There's a wall of paint behind me. If you cannot find something to paint here, I don't know what to tell you. Okay? Have a, thank you for another fun hour.